Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven and thank you very much for joining me today. And today I'm going to be showing you how I made the design team Coronation bunting that I made for Simply Made Crafts for the Best of British collection. I know it was about a month ago that collection came out, but unfortunately a few things have happened, so I didn't get a chance to make the tutorial, but I'm here now and I know it's the coronation weekend, but this doesn't have to just necessarily be for coronation. It could be for a birthday, an anniversary, or anything really. But I know a lot of people was wanting to know how I made the really large rosettes, so I thought I'd come on and create it anyway. But unfortunately, I don't have the original sample that is with Helen now. So I'm going to insert a picture here. So here is my bunting on the Create and Craft show. And I'm not going to be making it as long as that. I'm going to make it a bit shorter so then I can, add it to my shelf. So that's what we're going to be making today. So the supplies that you will need, as always, I'll leave the links in the video description bar below of all the supplies that are available over at Craft Stash. If the link isn't there, unfortunately, it's out of stock. So the first thing I'm using is the Creative Craft products, and these are the supersized nestables bunting die set. Okay, and we'll come back to that in just a second. Then I'm using the ephemera pack, and that's what you get in the pack. Unfortunately, I used majority of this when I did my design team projects, so I've had to print off some more, but the ones I've printed are slightly lighter colour than these ones here, but that's, that's fine. That's my sample anyway. I just wanted to let you know why there are slightly different colours. So that's the ephemera pack. I am also using the Best of British paper pack, and you get 6 designs and you get 4 of each design, 24 sheets, 12 by 12 and 250 GSM. Absolutely beautiful papers. For the cardstock for my rosettes, I'm using the Creative Expressions Foundations card. This is deep blue and this is 240 GSM, and then I'm using cardinal red and this is 215 GSM. I'm also using some gold foiled cardstock as well. So that's the majority of the supplies that we are using. Here I have the buntings, and I have added my letters and my ephemera pieces. So the letters, I just went onto my Cricut and put them out, and I've got my Roman numerals in the center of the R, and then here we have the ephemera pieces. So these two are going to go on the ends. This one will go in the middle, and then we're going to have a rosette in between here. Okay, so I've cut the largest bunting, so let me bring these back in. So I've used the largest one and then the next one down. So the largest one measures 8 inches by 5, then the next one is 7 inches by 4. So like I said, I cut the gold foiled with the largest one, and then this beautiful crown paper with the next one down, and I glued them together and then added the letters and my ephemera pieces. We're also going to add some holes to these as well so we can thread some twine through. So I have one rosette ready, and this is what it's going to look like, but the next one I'm going to do is in red. So to make the rosette, you will need 2 pieces of cardstock that measures 2.5 by 11.5 inches. And if you wanted to add a border punch, then you can do that. That is why I've added the extra 1/2 inch. If you didn't want to add the border, then you can just cut yours to 2 inches by 11.5. So I've added this beautiful border, and it is using this punch here. So what I did was I placed my cardstock in my scoreboard, and I just scored at every 1/2 inch. So we did 1/2 inch, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, and 11. And then you'll do the same with this piece as well. And then I went in and punched my border. Okay, so then that is the scoring done. Then what we need to do is we need to fold on our score line. So the first piece we're going to fold as a mountain fold, and then we're going to do a valley fold, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, and so on, all the way across. Okay. One, and it will be a valley fold. Okay, so that's what that will look like. And the second one, we're going to do the same. So mountain, valley, and continue doing that all the way across, and you will end up with a valley as your last fold. Okay, and then we are going to join these two pieces together like that. So we need to add some hot glue onto there and glue them together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to join those two pieces and glue that together as well. Okay, so there we go. Then you need to die cut out 3 circles. So I've cut 2 from this largest circle, and this measures 3.25. So I've cut one in the gold and in white, and then the next circle is 2.75, and I've die cut out the Union Jack out of the paper pack. So you're going to get your white piece, and this is going to go on the back. So I'm going to turn it so the right side up is facing down, and you want your border to face down, and just place it over the top of your circle. Add glue to your white piece, push this to the middle, and all those score lines will fall into place, and then you're going to push your rosette into that glue, and you're going to hold it there. Okay, so I'm going to hopefully be able to do that because I've had to turn my glue gun off so I can put my lights back on. So I'm going to push that down, and it doesn't matter if that white piece is not central because it's going to be the back anyway, so no one will see that. So I'm just going to hold that in place. Then I'm going to add some glue in the middle of that, where that hole is. Okay, I'm going to get my gold piece, add some glue on to there. And this one, we need to make sure it is central. So we're going to place that on top and press that down. Then we're going to get our patterned paper, so which is this one here. Just going to add another glue stick to my glue gun, and fingers crossed I've got enough to add. That's good. Place that in the center like so, and then I have my crown, and I've added some foam pads to the back. Place it on there. So there we go. So we now have our 3 bunting shapes, and then these are gonna go there like so. So now what we need to do is we are going to add our holes, so we can add some baker's twine. So I think I'm going to use the smallest hole on my crocodile. So I'm just going to place my holes like so. Okay, and then I'm just going to try and line them up. So there are the holes on those pieces. All I did was I just threaded my twine through the holes that are already on that border. So we're going to get some white baker's twine. You could use whatever colour you want. I'm going to go from the front to the back. Okay. And from the back to the front, because I don't want my twine showing on here, so I just want it hidden around the back. So again, I'm just gonna pick a hole, so that will do then nicely, and I'm going to thread it through to the back and then lay it down and then try and work out which hole I want it to come through. So I'm going to come through here, and I'm going to leave a slight gap in between, and then I'm going to get another one of these, again add my twine through there. Okay, and then again bring it towards there, and I want to leave a gap, well, an even gap between each one. I'm going to get the rosette again, and I want to make sure that it's straight, and then I'm going to thread my twine through those holes, and then I'm going to thread it through this one, and then I'll come back. And there we go, that is them all completed. So I'm going to add this to my shelf, and then I will show you what it looks like. And there we go, there it is, all hung up on my shelf, and I absolutely love it. So again, apologies guys that it was late to my channel, but I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If so, give it a big thumbs up, and please continue to support my channel by hitting that subscribe button. Until next time guys, take care, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.